guys, welcome to the first part of this week's Coffee and Hero Show, taking you through the new graphic novels and collected editions into the store. Combination as always of stuff for the back catalogue, stuff, brand new releases, and of course topping up one or two little things in advance of our signing this coming Saturday. I'm sure you know by now, but Garth Ennis, Mike Perkins, this Saturday 1pm to 4pm, completely free signing. Really looking forward to it. Should be a great day. But yeah, just going to take you through everything that has come into the store this week. A couple of slightly bigger ones to kick things off with. First of all, we have the Nemesis the Warlock Definitive Edition Volume 3. So yeah, we've been getting these in each time. They tend to sell out pretty quickly as well. Lovely oversized editions, lovely foil finish on them as well. Really nice, as I say. Next up we have Alien Black, White and Blood. So this is continuing on with the Treasury editions that Marvel have been doing for these sort of anthology series with these oversized editions. So tons of short stories, tons of great talent involved with it, and then that lovely oversized artwork. So into the box we go. First of all, we have Disney Villains Cruella de Vil. So continuing on with these Disney Villains books, great for all ages. We've been getting all of them in so far, so there is a good selection over in the all ages section. I think what we're going to see over the next little while is a lot of Daredevil stuff starting to come out. Obviously, Born Again is due to start soon on Disney Plus. Very much looking forward to it. So what we have here, first of all, is that Daredevil Mayor Fisk. New York has fallen to Wilson Fisk, the kingpin of crime. This was a storyline done with Charles Soule predominantly. You've got art in this one by Stefano Landini, Ron Garney, Mike Perkins, and more. So this covers Daredevil 595 to 600, and as I say, Wilson Fisk's ascension to the mayoral office. Next up from Greg Pak and Giannis Milogiannis is Ronin Island. This is one I really enjoyed. I read this in single issues when it came out. 12-issue series in total. The complete series, together in strength when the Great Wind devastated Japan, Korea and China, survivors found refuge on what they came to know as Ronin Island. Now too young to have known any other world, Kenichi, son of a samurai, and Hana, daughter of farmers, must work together to stop a mutant plague that's consuming the mainland and quickly advancing on their home. So yeah, really enjoyed that. And as I said, that's a complete collection through Boom Studios. Next up we have Captain America Black Panther, Flags of Our Fathers. For the first time ever, see the full story of the first meeting of Captain America and the Black Panther. It's a World War II adventure featuring a young Steve Rogers, the Black Panther, and Nick Fury, and the Howling Commandos in combat with the nastiest Nazi villains in the Marvel Universe, Baron Strucker and the Red Skull. Next up we have Static Shadows of Dakota. So this was a 7-issue mini-series that came out recently, obviously celebrating 30 years of Milestone. So this is the first 7 issues altogether, but also the Static team up with Anansi as well. Next up we have DC's latest DC Finest edition. So of course this is their version of Marvel's Epic collections, printing important stories from their past, predominantly stuff from the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, etc. So this is Teen Titans The Judas Contract. This covers 1983, 1984. This has the origin of Deathstroke, the introduction of Nightwing, and the death of a Titan. Speaking of Marvel Epic Collections, we have Captain America, The Superior Stratagem. This covers 91 and 92. This is Captain America 387 to 397 and Adventures of Captain America 1 to 4. Tons of great talent involved with this as well as ever. Next up we have the Ultimates hitting trade paperback. So the Ultimates has got off to a great start. I think it's second in terms of pulls for our store, although Ultimate Wolverine's catching up fast, I gotta say. So from Dennis Camp and Juan Ferrer, this contains the first 6 issues of Ultimates, as well as Ultimate Universe number 1, and material from the free comic book day issue as well. So if you're collecting the Ultimate Universe in trades, we've done a wee restock recently. You've got Ultimate Invasion, which kicks it off. We've got the first volume of Ultimate Spider-Man over there, the first volume of Ultimate X-Men, and now the first volume of Ultimates. Next up, I'll show these 3 together. So DC's event last year, which sort of was leading to the reformation of the Justice League and also setting up this Absolute Universe, is Absolute Power. So this contains Absolute Power 1 to 4, Absolute Power Ground Zero, and Absolute Power 2024 free comic book day edition as well. So Mark Waid, Dan Mora, that's the main book in hardcover. And then 2 of the tie-in series were Absolute Power Origins, which went into the origin of Amanda Waller, and Task Force 7, which is all the different versions that Waller had created of the Justice League. Ironically, to take out the Justice League. Next up, we have Godzilla vs. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 2. This is the complete mini-series altogether. The King of the Monsters and the Defenders of the Earth are back for another round in the second crossover event. Next up, we have Batman and Robin from Peter J. Tomasi and Patrick Gleason, Book 2. This is from their New 52 run. Volume 1 is over on the shelves. One of my favourite Batman and Robin runs. This was the first ever time you had a Batman and Robin series that was father and son. It was Bruce and Damian. Fantastic stuff. Really heartwarming, really heart-wrenching, I should say, especially when you get into this this volume. But yeah, brilliant stuff. Next up, we have Doctor Doom Books of Doom. This came out a couple of weeks ago, but we sold out really quickly, so great to get restocks straight away. This again is sort of the origin for Doom, if you will. 6 issues in total, and that's from Ed Brubaker and Pablo Raimondi. Next up, we have Doctor Strange The Oath, a pretty definitive Doctor Strange story from Brian K. Vaughan and Marcus Martin, and an amazing team right there. This is the complete 5-issue miniseries plus the 4-page series teaser as well. Getting more copies in again for the signing. We have the Swamp Thing Becoming, so the first volume of the recent Swamp Thing series. Ram V, of course, writing. Mike Perkins, the artist, who will be here this coming Saturday. We have Rover Red Charlie from Garth Ennis and Michael Dippeskill. This again is the entire series, the story of 3 best friends at the end of the world. Something we did a big restock of this week is Old Dog, which of course is Declan Shelby's magnum opus, which he writes, pencils, inks, colours. Basically decided he didn't do enough work and did everything on it. This contains the first 6 issues as well as a short story, Dead Drop, from the Image 30th Anniversary Anthology. Now, a couple of hardcovers to finish off. We have 8 Billion Genies back in stock, one of my favourite books the last few years. Charles Soule writing, Rand Brown on art. Basically, it came up with the idea of what if every person in the world had one wish, what would they use it for? 8 issues in total, brilliant storytelling. And then a couple of omnibuses to finish off. We have Dark Web, which of course was set in the Spider-Man universe. This omnibus is Amazing Spider-Man 14 to 18, Venom 13 to 16, Dark Web X-Men 1 to 3, Dark Web Miss Marvel 1 and 2, Dark Web Finale, Mary Jane and Black Cat 1 to 5, Gold Goblin 1 to 5, Hallows Eve 1 to 5, Hallows Eve the Big Night, and material from the Amazing Spider-Man Annual as well. So yeah, Dark Web, which was predominantly done through the Zeb Wells run early on. Also contributions here from Al Ewing, Ram V, Jerry Dugan, Jed McKay, Christopher Cantwell, Brian Hitch, Ed McGuinness, Rod Rice, Phil Noto, and more. And then last one to finish off with is hitting omnibus form is Secret Wars by Jonathan Hickman. So Secret Wars, of course, came out 2015. This was the second Secret Wars, if you will. The biggest Marvel event of them all, as they say. And what's cool about this is it's not just the 1 to 9 Secret Wars, which is the main series. Because this is by Jonathan Hickman, it has all the lead-up issues from Avengers and New Avengers. So you have Avengers 35 to 44 and New Avengers 24 to 33, as well as the 1 to 9 mini-series and the Free Comic Book Day 0 as well. So that's everything going on to the shelves this week. As I say, keep in mind this Saturday, signing Garth Ennis, Mike Perkins, 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. You're going to be seeing it all over social media for another couple of days, so apologies if I'm going a bit overboard on it, but just want to make sure everybody knows. But yeah, all going on to the racks this New Comic Book Day this Wednesday, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the store that day and the rest of the week. Until then, take it easy.